Walker faces them for the second time. O'Neill Cruz leads off, and the first pitch of the night swung and missed, and we're underway.
How he's pitched at his best this season.
Little dribbler to the right of the mound. Walker, a terrific fielder, makes the underhand flip just in time last night, so that might inform the way Walker faces him. And he lifts one out to left field, and Marcana drifts back a couple of strides. And he puts it away 2 out.
They watched that start. They've been swinging right out of the gate, being very aggressive because they feel like they're going to get a lot of strikes early.
Last night. Switch hitter batting left, and he gets one in the air to left center. Nimmo should have room in front of the warning track. And a 5-pitch inning for Todd right here on New York's very own.
Very nice.
And Gamble takes first pitch curveball for a strike as we start this follow against Walker, who had a 5-pitch first inning. You know, you guys have talked a lot during this stretch where the Mets, we really saw that from the Pirates last night.
Well, if you look at every win the Mets have had, you get them down early, you can beat them.
Yeah, Keith and I have experienced very quickly when you're having a tough year.
Gamble hits one on the ground right at Guillorme. Los Manos de Oro of a third baseman. 0 for 4 last night, and he takes a sinker for a strike.
Derek Shelton in his consecutive 100-loss season.
Oh boy, that's no fun. I don't think I've ever played 91 games.
Hayes dribbles a slider that curls.
90 more games. That's astounding.
Strike 3 called as Hayes is caught looking at a high fastball. The DH tonight. Mitchell walked twice last night and went 0 for 2. And Mitchell takes a knee-high fastball for a strike. Walker's 5-pitch first inning, the fewest second. And now he's behind on Mitchell, 3-1. Michael. Last start and 0 so far today. 3-2, and the fastball fouled off. Braves batting against Ranger Suarez in the bottom, and the curveball struck him out.
Nice.
Cal Mitchell down on the hook.
KR Series presented by Verizon and SNY. Get your tickets at Mets.com/tickets.
Those things will be worth on the open market.
10, 12 cents.
Something like that. I think that's very. Traded last summer for Austin Davis, and he lines one toward the middle, and there is Lindor, and a Pluckett for the first down. And he takes first pitch curveball for a strike. Sawinski home runs though for Sawinski, among the National League rookie leaders. And he takes another curve outside, and Chavis singled in the 4th inning. That's their last base runner. And Cutter misses, and it's 2. Goes back to the curveball and finds the outside corner, and it's 2.
Is there influence, possibly?
Oh, strike 3 call got him with a knee-high fastball. 16 last night, 13 the night before that, 16 the night before that.
No, my bad. My bad.
My bad.
Don't just take me to dinner tomorrow night.
Hurt out for the year, and so they've shuffled through a whole bunch. There's a good splitter by Walker, and it's 1-2.
They have their #1 guy.
Be the guy in the future. 1-2 coming, and that's drilled out to right field. Coming on is McNeil, and he'll get there to make the catch. Armed with some more pine tar tonight. Get a comebacker his first time up. Cruz twice held it hard to do the way the screens are situated these days. Second time it hit the screen. And a curveball swung and missed, and Walker's got his 4th strike. 10 up and 10 down. Here's Brian Reynolds, and he takes first pitch cutter for ball 1. It's only his 4th year, so they have control for a couple more. 2-0. Remember, they made the postseason 3 straight years. Yeah. Never got past the division round. Team. Really nice stretch in the late. Didn't even have a winning record for 20 years. Grounded in the middle, and there's Guillorme on the backhand to throw him out. For this year, which he certainly will be a candidate for. Rodolfo Castro pulls one just past Alonso, and the Pirates have their first hit of the night. So after Walker had retired, he's hurt. Fastball away to Gamble, ball one. Well, Gamble, who is at the plate now, got and the sinker at the knees for a strike, and it's one self-secure on. 1-2 coming, and the fastball pops out of Nito's mid out of the strike. 2-2 to Gamble, and he bounces that curveball, and it's 3-2. Right.
Jeez.
3-2 coming, and Gamble hits one right to Lindor. He'll have to go to first with it. Oh, and he got Gamble
getting early contact, and it's no coincidence given the infield defense behind him. We saw Luis' goal is to get deep in games, eat up a lot of innings, and put our teams in a position to win as he gets another ground ball. Here, Escobar with the throw off base, and Hayes.
Two, are you okay? You sound like you got a little frog in your throat.
I've been struggling all day with it. I don't know what's going on. You hear that?
Mitchell grounds one past Alonso and into right field. Hayes around second. He's on his way to third. And the Pirates have the first two-man off. And he goes after a first pitch splitter. Nothing in one. And that's grounded foul. So interesting after 0-2 to Chavis. And it's well outside with a fastball. 1-2 coming to Chavis, and he hits a slow ground ball. Escobar's going to have to go to first with it, and it's too late. As the
Doubt it. It's a guy that swings, hits home runs,
and he swings and lines one to center. On comes Nimmo. He's there to make the catch, and that's the first out. And the runners get back. Lindor keeping the runner close at second. You see his hat in the screen, and that's driven down the right field line and just foul. 6 batters have reached base. Heineman takes a splitter down, and it's 1-1. That's driven to right center field, but right there is Nimmo. So 2 line drives to Nimmo for the first 2 outs from the 8 and 9 hitters.
Walter.
And Cruz takes a cutter on the corner.
It's a critical game, and I think keep the fans interested. They're looking and they're curious.
Fastball catches.
Focus for the Mets is right here on this field.
Battling the pitch com. Walker fires just inside, and it's 1-2. Mitchell at second, Chavis at first with 2 down. And Cruz gets a curveball and flies one deep to right. Back goes McNeil onto the warning track, right at the fence, and he made the catch. Graham Spinach on the scorecard.
I got to try the mac and cheese, all that bad stuff.
That's driven down the right field line, and that's just foul. He threw DoorDash.
Oh, nice
curve. Good curveball by Walker. He's had a nasty one tonight.
Russ, it's cold. Could you put it in the microwave?
Not with the metal, Keith. It's got to take it out of the metal tin.
He'll take it out of the metal. Wow, that's a taco stand. Yes.
The guacamole. Half swing by Reynolds, and he stopped it in time.
Whoa.
Nestor said.
Very clean, very.
Grounded down to Alonso behind the bag, and he takes care of Reynolds. Right side hole in the 4th inning. And he takes the first pitch curveball for a strike. Now we'll get the proper draping.
Popcorn and a little Corona.
Food everywhere. And Castro takes that splitter just away. Things have changed. 2-1 coming, and the curveball outside. Walker now behind on Castro, 3-1. And he pops this one a mile high near third base. Phillies 1-1 as they go to the 5th. There's Gamble. He takes it high, ball 1. One on the William Contreras home run after Schwarber homered for the Phillies. Taking low 2-0.
That's like
talking about a solid 1,500 at least, right?
We need Willy Wonka.
Might faint right there.
That's better than a banana split.
I was never a fan of the bananas with my ice cream, not fruit. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a high fastball. Well, perhaps he was deceived. Brian Hayes leads off in the 7th and goes after a first pitch curveball. Here's the
Passion up and in.
Just in case you're peeking.
Yeah, it just won't. That's where the deception comes.
Hayes hits one off the end of the bat to shallow center. Racing in is Nimmo, out Guillorme, and Nimmo sliding to make the catch.
And he's the police chief out there.
Let's go back to that Mitchell on base hit his last time up. And he takes a splitter low and in. Walker's retired 7 in a row since giving up an unearned run in the 5th. Thanks for the 2nd straight start. And Mitchell takes curveball low and in. And it's 3-1.
Run. You have to go right after him.
And he does, and he gets the fastball in for a strike. 3-2. He lines that one to left, and Canna is there. 2 out. One of the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Chavis, and he takes a fastball strike. Chavis. Well, he skies this one to shallow center. Another long run in for Nimmo, and this time he stays on his feet and makes the catch. He leads off in the 8th with the Mets up 4-1. And Sawinski takes the first pitch curveball for a strike, 0-1. Wins up in the bullpen. He's barely pitched the last couple of weeks. One bounces away, and it's 1-1.
Got everything else up.
And a check swing, and he did not swing at the splitter. 2-1. Struck out 5. Putting together back-to-back stellar starts. 2-hopper for Guillorme, and he throws out Sawinski, 1 away. Was flied out and lined out. And he fouls back a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Nobody else could possibly understand. That's lined past Walker and into center field, a base hit for Heineman. So he's now hit in 7 straight games. Runs in the 5th.
Just keep the ball away from this guy.
He does keep it away for ball 1. Cruz chases a splitter and bullpen.
Got to get it on the phone.
That's a strike with a fastball, and it's 1-2 to the tying run. 1-2 to Cruz. And a high fly ball deep to center field. Nimmo goes back, right back to the wall, and it's out of here into the black. O'Neill Cruz, a 2-run homer, his 16th of the year, to get the Pirates within a run. It's now 4-3. Well, Buck left him in for one more batter, and that batter